Well, hi, my name is Hannah, and this is my testimony. So I grew up with Christian family, so I grew up in a church. I attended Sunday school every Sunday. I prayed every night before bed, and I grew up believing in God, and that's all I knew growing up. As I got older, I started to go to church less. I started to read my Bible less, and I was just kind of doing life how I like to do it. I would say about 2019, that's when I started to see hardships. I started to have family issues and struggles, and I was not attending church. I didn't have a community. I didn't have friends, and I was just asking God, why? Are you real? Why is this happening to me? Like, I don't understand. I feel so alone, and with that comes the struggle of suicide, the struggle of self-harm and addiction for distractions. And I would say about year 2022, I got connected with Livestream Church. I started to attend the youth group Identity every Sunday night, and I started to learn about God on a more deeper level. I learned that He's not only a God, He's a Father, He's a friend, and He loves us and He forgives us. And the more I learned about Him, the more I was like, okay, He's just not a God. I had to go to church every Sunday and pray, and that's it. Like, I could talk to Him about anything. I could go to Him about anything. So that year, I decided to get baptized April 23rd, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. I felt so new. I felt freed. I felt like a child of God, and it was one of the best things. But sadly, after that, it was so new to me that I didn't know how to approach my new relationship with God, so I kind of just wandered from the church again. I started to get bad grades in school. I was getting a bad crowd at school, a bad crowd at work, and sadly, I got into drugs like marijuana, and I started to really hit a hill and go down and down, and my teachers didn't know what to do. My family didn't know what to do. I was just kind of down spiraling, and it was November 7th, 2022, that I overdosed in my classroom. I was not making good choices that day, and my throat was closing up, and I started thinking about my life, and I was like, what am I doing? How did it come to this? And I said, God, if you love me, if you save my life today, I rededicate my whole life to you, and I will do better. And instantly my throat cleared up. And from then on, I was like, okay, God, I got to do better. You saved my life. And did I stop smoking then? No, I didn't. If anything, I feel like I kept getting attacked harder and harder, but fortunately, God got me out of that workplace. He got me out of that classroom, and He put me into a group of friends that were godly. I was attending youth group more. I was volunteering at church Wednesdays, and last year was definitely a year of deliverance for me. I was freed from suicidal thoughts. I no longer self-harm. I stopped smoking completely, and God really freed me from a lot of addictions. Has it been easy? No. Do I still struggle with temptation? Of course, I'm human. I have flesh, but God every day reminds me that His word is there to help. I have church. I have friends. I have family. I have people who support me. I have mentors in my life who want to see the best for me. What I've learned is if you can't give it up to God, you can't give it up at all. And it's not easy to do it on your own. You can't do it on your own. That's what slowly kills us. And the best advice I could give for any new Christians or Christians struggling is that give it to God. Go into the secret place and just say, God, I'm on my knees. I'm crying. I'm struggling. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stop. And He will meet you. It might not be right then and there. It might not be the next day, but He will meet you. And He will help you get through that. And it might seem impossible. You might not feel it. But over time, if you have the faith and the heart to give it to Him, He will do that for you. And I just know personally, I've just grown a lot. I'm doing a discipleship program next year. I'm attending church 4 times out of the week. I'm reading my Bible every day. And just, if you would have met me 4 years ago, you would not like me. I would not be the person you say, come to my house Wednesday night. No, I'm definitely a new creation of God, and I'm just very thankful, and I just give Him all the praise and glory.